you're going to find camels and donkeys carrying things for people on random streets in Nairobi. That was a culture shock for me. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Hadija. Please remember to subscribe as you watch. So today I'm going to tell you the things to expect if you're planning to move to Nairobi. Number one is the internet. The internet in Nairobi is very fast and very reliable. The internet service providers in every corner of Nairobi, so you won't have to worry about that. Number two is the water. The water in Nairobi has too much fluoride. If you have kids, you have to make sure they don't drink that water. You have to get a supply of drinking water that you can trust. Most people in Nairobi have dispensers, so the child won't feel the need to go to the tap to get some water. Fluoride makes the bones stronger. So with the teeth become healthy, no issues with the teeth, no pain, but they change color. They become black, especially the front teeth. So you have to make sure your child does not drink tap water. You have to monitor them all the time. And another thing with the water, if you're a lady who uses acrylic nails, and you have to do chores all the time, when the water gets between the nail and the acrylic, your nails will turn black or green. They'll get spoiled. So you have to be careful when you get acrylics, when you don't do too much chores or when you're going to change them more oftenly. Medical facilities in Nairobi are more effective compared to those in Kampala or anywhere else in the world. So many ladies work in the medical field, so it's very comfortable. I've never gone to a hospital in Kenya and felt any pain. I've never been given medication that's way beyond what I'm diagnosed with. Whereas in Uganda, if you take yourself to the hospital, yes, they'll tell you there's nothing wrong with you, but we're going to medicate you just in case. Even if it's just a slight flu, even if it's just a slight fever, they'll put you on a drip and charge you a high amount just to make sure they get that money. So when you're pregnant in Kenya, it's a little bit more costly. But in Uganda, since all the information about pregnancies and C-sections, most of that information, initial researchers who researched about the pregnancies and all the information about pregnancy got that information from Uganda. And so in Uganda, midwives are more informed. You have to go to the antenatal, get the antenatal medication in a hospital to be safe. But people make sure they also visit herbal research centers. Another thing is, this was a culture shock for me. You're going to find camels and donkeys carrying things for people on random streets in Nairobi. That was a culture shock for me. And another thing is, if you're from Kampala like me, and you're used to, I'm not saying there are no inside toilets, inside kitchens in Uganda, but mostly people have outside toilets, outside kitchens. Even when someone has an inside toilet and an inside kitchen, they always prefer building an outside toilet and an outside kitchen just for convenience. That's what we're used to. And also some people build a sink outside, maybe on the fence where they wash dishes from, and then hang them in the sun outside. You're not going to find a place with a kitchen outside or a toilet outside. And also when you find a kitchen and a toilet inside in a Ugandan home or maybe an apartment, you'll find the kitchen at the entrance and the toilet in the master bedroom. But in Kenya, you're going to find kitchen and the toilet sharing the same wall. Another thing is, you can walk anywhere without cash. M-Pesa for everything. We have mobile money, yes, but it's mainly used for sending money, maybe paying school fees, paying a few things here and there. But in Nairobi, even on the roadside, if you want to buy something, maybe an orange or a fruit or anything, M-Pesa. Even in taxis, in Matatus, you see people passing phones around to the conductor to put in the pay bill number or the till number. The reason why it's easier to use M-Pesa is because you can pay anything at zero cost. You can send money at zero cost. In Uganda, if you're sending money to someone, they'll expect you to send withdraw charge. So me being used to that and seeing people just send the exact amount, sometimes I feel uncomfortable sending the exact amount. The weather, as hot as Kampala is, and you're coming to Kenya. Remember, in every household in Kampala, you'll need a fan. In Kenya, you're going to need a heater. That's how cold it is in Nairobi. I've never seen a child in lower classes wearing trousers. A child wears a sweater and a fleece jacket on top of the sweater. That's how cold Nairobi is. It's more likely for you to see mold somewhere when it's cold, so you have to disinfect all the time. That's something you can never see in Kampala, because Kampala is very hot, so it's rare to see mold. People who grew up here know what to do, so they never even see mold, because they're used to the environment. They know how to clean, they know how to disinfect. So if you're new here, you have to learn from the people around. Public toilets. The public toilets, you have to sit on them. In Kampala downtown, we have squat-on toilets, so you won't worry about sitting on a bowl that someone else has sat on. Also, this thing of having maids in the house. Yes, there are maids here, but people prefer someone coming in the morning, cleaning the house and going back to their house. So you're going to see more of that. You might also want to have that instead of having a maid at the house. Also, matatus. Expect to find loud music, very loud music in the matatus. If you're a fan of loud music, that's the thing for you. So another thing is, every celebrity you've ever heard of, I don't know whether that's called graffiti or painting. You know how we Africans love art. Kenyans draw celebrities on their matatus. I even found Bobby Wine on one of those matatus. Expect to find random celebrity faces on matatus. Expect a higher cost of living, but better quality life, depending on what you prefer. If you prefer living in the nature, communities, maybe Uganda will be best for you. But if you prefer city life, having access to different things, so Nairobi will be the one for you. Delivery services. If you need anything delivered, they'll deliver it instantly, both in Kampala and in Kenya, in Nairobi. However, in Kampala, if you live 1 hour away from the city center, you may not get it there and then. They might use matatus, taxis, buses. It might be very difficult for you to get something delivered. In Nairobi, they have locally owned courier services. So people deliver things even in far places in a short amount of time, not waiting for when the bus will leave. So that's also a good thing. Another thing is, Ugandans prefer owning property because it's easier to own property in Uganda. In Nairobi, it's very hard, so people prefer renting. So some people rent to own. You might pay rent for, let me say, 10 to 20 years until you own it. That's it for today. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.